What's up, everybody? Ebert42 here, back with some more Madden 16 MUT coin making tips. Hitting you up with my week 28 Eberts investment binder. Guys, go give me a follow on Twitter at Ebert_42 before anything else happens. And then let's get into these tips. So I wanted to talk a little bit about these Ultimate Legends badges. Guys, we had this Ultimate Legends bundle last Saturday, and a lot of people pulled these badges. It didn't guarantee them, but pretty much like a lot of people pulled these. They are so cheap right now, 5.5. So I don't think these are going to jump back up to 20K like next weekend or anything. They might hit 10K again next weekend, depending on what Ultimate Legends we get. Those years and the team collectibles are just so expensive, it's making it really hard. But the new ones are requiring 3 of these. And we are going to reach a point in like a month or two. I talked about it in one of my past videos, what date that would be, when all the solos for the normal Legends players are going to go away. That's going to be the point where we're going to see the biggest jump in these UL badges, and I do expect a couple more UL bundles between now and then. So don't invest in these right now, expecting to hold on to them for that long. But I do think getting these around that 5K price range, 5.5 even, this is pretty good. Sure, I'll go ahead and snatch both these right now for 5.5 because I think that this is a really good investment. I think these are going to hit at least 10K before the next bundle comes out. And when you can double your coins off stuff like this, there's like no reason at all not to. So again, guys, I talk a lot about not investing more than like 10 or 20% of your overall net worth. So take what your team's worth plus how many coins you have. Don't sink too many coins to investments. They might flood the market with a bunch of UL bundles because they want to make a bunch of money and people buy them. So who knows? But all things normal, if it's another 2 weeks before we get an Ultimate Legends bundle, those should be back up to 10K before then. I think they are a really, really good investment. So for the next part, I'm going to bring you guys on over to MUT. So let's go over here. Cool. All right. So this is MUT, guys. If you've never been here before, you got to go check this site out, muthead.com. Great site. I talk about it all the time. They do a lot of content on whatever the new things are out. You can see this is for the coin up. They let you know what it is. They give you a little blib on each of the players. Talk about the new final editions. So this is a great place to go when I'm talking to you guys about flipping the new cards that come out each week. All rookies. Here you can see what those all rookies are. Got a Parker, a Morse, a Goldman, a Shaq Thompson, and a Ronald Darby. So they talk about silver tickets, blah, 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 blah. You can go up here. You don't even need to scroll up. You just go up here to MUT database, MUT 16 players. They have all these cool sort features here for you guys. So what I've done is I'm looking at the positions that we have another positional hero card coming out for. And I want to know what the best base card is for those positions. And we get the following results. So you guys can look at this and you'll see some things that jump out at you right away. First of all, there's a lot of halfbacks on here. This Eddie Lacy doesn't count. But we have Freeman. Oh, that Freeman doesn't count either because it's like not really from the base set. But we got a base Lynch, a base Le'Veon Bell, a base DeMarco Murray, and then there's also an RTTP Freeman. That's an 89 and going for a decent amount of coins. So I think it's going to be really hard to pick which one of those cards goes into the halfback set. On top of the fact there's already a bunch of really good halfbacks out, I'm not personally investing in any of the halfbacks. If you want the halfback card, you can go and buy one of those, all of those cards right now. Maybe 2 of all of them. Whatever one goes in the set should ping pretty well. You can sell that, use the one that you bought, and then hopefully sell the other ones for about what you bought them for. But the ones that don't go into the set, I do imagine they're going to go down in price a little bit. Now the things I am excited about are the following cards. This 90 Cam Chancellor. Strong safety has been a rough position all season in MUT. Not a lot of really, really good strong safeties out there. You have Eric Berry, you have Ed Reed. Those are kind of the top cards though. So Taylor Mays is pretty decent. I'm a fan of the Ronnie Lott. Not a lot of people are though. But the positional hero, strong safety, could be a very sought after card like the positional hero right tackle was. So I think this Cam Chancellor is definitely going to go in that set. He's already selling for 55K, so we're probably going to be something similar to what that Volmer did. You're going to see him spike up to around 90, go back down, to about 70 and then go back up a little bit. So similarly, I've been plugging these guys a lot, but these middle linebackers, this Kuechly down here, he's going for 65K now. He was going for like 40K not that long ago. We can take a look at him, show you guys some other cool stuff about the website. It gives you all these things about the players, some stats on them, some pricing, gives you all their traits, which is really cool and good to know. But I like to click on this view real-time prices here. You get a recent trend graph. So I told you guys to invest in him when he was down here around 50K. See, a lot of people invested in him and he pinged up to 65K. He's actually back down to about 57 now. This is what he should be going for. If we look at his long historic trends, you can see that he has, continually dipped. He bottomed out around 35K. If you got any of these for 35K, nice job. And then people are kind of investing in him, waiting for this middle linebacker set to come out. Again, we can do like a search for Volmer. I'll show you guys this card in here. We can see he went from 54 up to 80, and he's been hovering around those prices. We see his graph, he spikes way up to 77 and again up to 80. It's really cool. You can click on view completed sales, view the breakdown, and you get this cool chart. This is where you can see when the set came out, some of these sold for 100K plus. So you got to keep an eye on what sets are coming out on Sunday mornings, right when they come out. And if you've invested in these cards, you got to sell them right then because they peak. Like a lot of people want to do those sets right away and they get really expensive. And then you guys can kind of see he's come down from there. There is a slight upward trend through here. If you can imagine, like if you drew a line through there, it'd kind of be along here. And then they just kind of dried up and they quit selling, so their prices came down a little bit towards the end here. But MUT has some great features this way to check stuff like that out. So just some quick highlights I wanted to point out for you guys. We have this left guard, Mathis. He's going for about 41K. I think that he's a pretty good investment down here. He's actually dropped a little bit in price to about 39.8. And then cornerbacks, we have both this Revis and this Richard Sherman. Now one of those is going to go into the cornerback 2 positional hero set, and I think that's going to be the card that spikes the most. But it's hard to say which one. So again, it's kind of like that middle linebacker position where we have the RTTP's Shaziers and the base Kuechly. I've invested into, I got 2 of each of those. The cornerbacks, I'd probably do something similar. Instead of buying 4 Richard Shermans, I'd rather buy 2 of each of them. So that is what I wanted to show you guys for the positional hero stuff using MUT. Bam. Back to this. Get the chat back up. Poor little bit 75. Welcome. What up? Thanks for stopping by after the stream last night. What'd you think of that? Did that interest you? Obviously, you stopped by here, so if you enjoy, make sure you hit the follow button. The last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about with the Eberts investment binder for week 28 is the all rookie stuff. So I touched on this a little bit in my quick flip tips video for you guys, but if we go down here to the redemption set, there's Marshall Falk and Brian Dawkins sets here. So I think it's going to be another week, maybe 2 weeks until these sets open up, but we're nearing the end of these all-rookie players. If we go look at some of the all-rookies on MUT, you can see price trends for them going up, specifically cards like the Johnson and the Mariota. It's some of the earlier cards. It's the cards that came out early, and now they're kind of drying up on the market because they haven't been as abundant in packs lately. They're better cards, and a lot of people are using them for their teams as well. So the Johnson went down to 100K, and I believe he's back up to about 180K right now. We can go check him out on the auction house. And then the same thing for the Mariota. Mariota got down to about 120, and I believe he's up to like 140 or 160. Even numbers, they confuse me sometimes. So we'll take a quick look at them. And these are the types of cards that you guys are going to want to invest in for the all-rookie set. We don't want to invest in the cards that are 20K and there's a million of them on the market. Those cards aren't going to go up in price. Cards that we're looking for are the cards that are already around that, upper echelon of price ranges, and that there's not a lot on the market of. So some people think these badges are going to go in there, so it might be a really good idea to invest in these. I could see them spiking in prices. Unfortunately, what I think will happen is when those sets open up, they're going to come out with all rookie packs, and they're going to re-release all of the all rookies. So that's my fear on this. I'm not investing into this super huge, but I am investing into it a little bit. I like to diversify my investments, some in position heroes, a couple in the all rookies, some of them into the ultimate legends, but never all of my eggs into one basket, because then if it doesn't work out, you lose out on a lot of coins. You can actually lose a lot of coins that way. But let's take a look at halfbacks. So you can see there's like a lot of these Rawls out here. I wouldn't be investing in any of those. They're only going for 10K, and I don't imagine the price is spiking a whole lot. David Johnson's, however, these guys are up to like 150. Like I said, they were down to 100, so we've already seen these guys increase in price by 50%. I think when the set comes out, these guys could jump back up to about 200K. Let's go look at quarterbacks quick. Now we're already seeing a price jump on these Winstons. They are going for about 80K. I got the one for my giveaway at 80K a little bit earlier, but they were jumping up around 90K not too long ago. So these are going to bust the 100K price range pretty soon. So if you want to invest in this card, I would say now is the time. And these Mariotas, alright, so they're still around the 120. But do you notice there's only 5 of these on the auction house right now? And that's why I would say invest in those. The Johnsons, I was surprised to see how many there were there. The Mariotas and the Johnsons have been kind of dry on the auction house, and that's what we're looking for. These cards that you can only find 5 of on the auction house. Because when those positional hero sets open up, some more of these are going to get posted, but they're going to get bought right away, put into the sets, and they're rare cards. So that means the supply is really going to like shrink up and shorten down, and the demand's going to go up at the same time, except for the graphs go the other way, and so the price is going to just skyrocket on that thing as they move that way. So if you guys know anything about economics, that's how it works. But yeah, so there's Eberts investment binder for week 28. Everyone go follow me on Twitter at Ebert_42. If you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button in the bottom left. Smash the subscribe button if you want to know when I'm coming out with some more content. If you just enjoy my stuff. If you're watching me live on Twitch, make sure you go check me out on YouTube. We'll slap the link in chat for you. If you're watching on YouTube, come check me out on Twitch. I stream every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Doing a lot of giveaways recently. We're going to do a head-to-head game tonight, and then we're going to give away a 96 Arapaho, as well as a 95 Beasley and a 91 Amari Cooper. Then next week, we're going to give away 96 Winston and a couple other 90-plus cards that are going for significantly less than 100K. But we're trying to hit about 100K both weeks on our giveaways. So there you go. As always, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the support. Big heart, guys, and we will catch you next time.